Come in. Sit down. Introduce yourself.
My name is ARYAN and I belong to Barkatta block of Hazaribagh district. I have done my primary schooling from a government school, and post that I went to DAV HAL Ranchi, from where I completed my intermediate of commerce. In intermediate of commerce, I scored 96% and awarded certificate of merit for appearing in top 1% in CSAT at national level. Uh, Post that, I went to Shram College of Commerce, University of Delhi, and completed BCom honors. During my college days, I was the captain of cricket team, and I was the hospitality head of the students union. During my college days and even now, I was associated with some social activities and was member of NGO Umeed. My hobbies are playing cricket, traveling, and Vipassana.
Very good. Aryan, what is the work of hospitality head?
So, hospitality head is the coordinator who, in case of any event, who organizes the whole
Event.
event. Yes, if a celebrity is coming, so from receiving from the airport to then sending back to the airport. So all these things involved in the hospitality thing.
Very good. Who is the founder of SRCC?
Founder of SRCC is Sri Ram Lalaji.
And who is the founder of DAV?
Devi Lala Lajpat Rai,
Lala Lajpat Rai, sure.
Lala Lajpat Rai and Hansraj.
And you belong from Hazaribagh.
Yes, sir.
Why Hazaribagh is famous for?
So, Hazaribagh, there are various reasons for which Hazaribagh is famous. Firstly, the name. The name Hazaribagh has been derived from two Parsi words. One, first, the Hazari, which means 1000, and the Bagh means garden. So, it is a place of 1000 garden. Now, coming to the historical part, uh, as you asked about why Hazaribagh is famous.
Famous for, yes.
So there is a national park which is located at 17-kilometer distance from the main district headquarters. There is a Suraj Kund, which is the hottest water spring in Jharkhand as well as in India. So these are two things, and then there is a central jail located in the Hazaribagh. That is why I think it is famous for.
And why Hazaribagh is infamous for?
Yes, sir, there is a reason. It has been infamous for a kind of communal disharmony, especially during one of the festival, which is known as Raunami. So it is said that during Raunami, there is a kind of distress during two communities in Hazaribagh town.
Okay. And when you first realized you want to be a civil servant, because you were in SRCC, perhaps must you have been some good placement there, and when you realized you should join civil services?
After my college, I got a college placement, and I worked for a company, private company, for few months. During that time, I realized that I do not belong here, and at the same time, since my childhood, I like being in public and serving them. So this is the thing, and then my few friends were appearing and preparing for the civil services. So I discussed with my parents, and since I was good in academics, I started preparing for the civil services.
So you inspired from your friends.
Yes, I got motivated kind of. So this is the initial point, which before the preparation, I was highly motivated to join and work for the CA, Chartered Accountant. Okay, so during that time,
So when your friends decided to prepare civil services, you also started preparing.
no, post that, and after working in the private company, I did not like the few things.
Any of your friend got selected in civil service?
Yes, sir.
Okay, your seniors,
My classmates
classmates also.
and few of my seniors also.
So you inspired from them,
Yes.
and then you started preparing. Okay,
Yes.
very good. And your name is Ajay Aryan.
Yes, sir.
So from where Aryans came from?
So Aryan were the people, were the nomadic people who migrated from the region around the Caspian Sea.
From
Region,
where?
a region around the Caspian Sea.
Caspian Sea.
Yes, sir.
Anything more?
Yes, sir.
Their language. What is the language of Aryans?
Sanskrit.
Sanskrit. Sure.
Sorry, sir.
Or Indo.
I am not in.
Indo-Archaic European language. Okay, very good. And recently, DU has changed its admission process. You must have
Yes.
heard about it.
Yes, sir.
What is the new name of that exam? Common entrance test.
Sir, the new eligibility condition is the
Name of that exam.
CUET.
CUET.
CUCET. Common University Entrance Test.
Common University.
Entrance.
No, Common University.
No.
Sure.
No, sir. It's like CUET.
CUCET. Central University Common Entrance Test.
Okay, sir.
CUCET.
Thank you, sir.
And
So, yes,
bolo.
Sir, it's the common entrance and the admission process.
Oh, what do you think? Why this change?
Yes, sir. There are few things which I have my personal experience. If I will like to share.
That's why I asked you.
Yes, sir. Sir, it is seen that the North Indian states, especially the Jharkhand Academic Council and Bihar board, these state boards, the students do not get the sufficient mark to get admission into the DU, the University of Delhi. On the other hand, some state boards which are located in especially in the southern, for example, Kerala University, Kerala board. The students, it's not like they knowingly do that, but the process is such that the students from such board get higher marks as compared to the North Indian boards. So if we see, then the entry, the admission of South Indian students in the Central University, for example, in DU, is more than the North Indian. So this is one of the reasons.
This is the only reason, actually. Very good. And this test is going to be held in how many of languages?
Sir, I don't know about this.
It's okay. And how many central universities are in India?
Sorry, sir, I am not aware about this.
Okay. And your DU ranking in central universities?
Sir, it varies.
And last year, 2021, 20?
Its rank is below 10.
Chalo, very good. And your hobby is cricket?
Yes, sir.
When you realized your hobby is cricket?
Sir, since my childhood, I like to play cricket. I was also trained for a couple of years. And since my academics, I was good in academics, I chose academics.
Who is your favorite cricketer?
Sir, recently it's Vibhat Kohli.
Virat.
But one of the retired player, Jack Ellis.
Very
one
good.
Of my favorite.
Nowadays, cricketers are encouraging youth to participate in Dream 11.
Yes, sir.
What is your views on it?
Sir, Dream 11 is kind of a platform which provide the people to bet on the game, and at the same time, students should not be students, but the people get benefited in the terms of income after reducing the taxes.
Don't you think they are encouraging gambling?
Yes, in an extent, yes, it is encouraging gambling, but Yes, it's kind of encouraging gambling.
Gambling is legal in India or not?
No, sir.
Then why this type of things is going on?
Sorry, sir. I am
don't
not
have
aware
any
about
idea.
these things.
Okay. Okay, Ajay. How IPL has changed the future of cricket in India? Any opinion?
Yes, sir. I would like to say that the IPL has commercialized the cricket.
Commercialized.
Yes, it's a kind of, and the various players which earlier not used to be recognized, now they are playing under the different teams, and and many of them representing their nation also.
In terms of opportunities also,
Yes, sir.
commercialization, opportunities
Yes,
to
sir.
new players.
And creating various employment opportunities to the public also.
In graduation, how much you scored?
75%.
75%. And what is the present level of inflation in India?
It is beyond 6%, around 7%. I can say that.
Have you any idea of desired level of inflation?
No, sir. I have not heard about this thing,
Okay.
but I would like to say, I would like to guess.
Yes.
Sir, it is. I think the 4 plus minus 2% is what desired level of inflation. Beyond that, it is unbearable kind of thing.
How desired level of inflation is getting decided for a nation?
Sir, maybe it's the Monetary Policy Committee who decides this range.
On what basis?
Sorry, sir.
It's so. Have you heard the term poison pill?
Poison pill?
Yes, poison pill.
No, sir. I'm not aware about this.
Okay. Who acquired Twitter?
Recently, Elon Musk acquired Twitter.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ajay Aryan. Now Sanjeev sir will ask you question. घर जाना तो सर्च करना Elon Musk Twitter poison pill में मिलेगा.
Okay.
You did graduation in commerce.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about cess charge.
Cess charge is the additional charge which is imposed by the central government in and above the taxes.
What do you mean by sage?
Cess. The literal meaning of cess?
A special economic zone, SAGE.
Sage.
SEZ, special economic zone. Yes, sir. These are the territory within which is located within the domestic territory of India, but the taxation structure and the import-export policy is somewhat like the foreign territory.
Which part of Jharkhand is announced as SCG?
I don't have the idea, but I would like to guess, if you permit.
Yes.
So maybe it's Jamshedpur or Dhanbad.
What is difference between GST and VAT?
So GST is a kind of VAT already. It has subdued various state and central taxes, and coming to the VAT part, it is the value. It stands for the value added tax, and the taxation is like on the value addition at each stage of the manufacturing or production process.
Very good. Recently, Jharkhand government has announced subsidy on petrol and diesel for BPL card holders.
Yes, sir.
Give your opinion, is correct or not?
Subsidy on the BPL card holders.
Subsidy on petrol and diesel.
Yes, sir.
For
For
BPL card holders.
Yes, sir.
Jharkhand government has announced.
Yes.
Your opinion is correct or not?
Sir, I would say that BPL are the people who have very less income. So, in order to have petroleum products, they necessarily needs to be subsidized and supplemented by the government. But at the same time, it should be kept in mind that it will increase the additional burden on the government budget. So there shall be a balance. There should have been a balance between them.
Are you know about Jharkhand tribal culture?
Yes, sir, I know.
Then tell us about totem.
Totem. Yes, sir. These are the kind of um, super natural. I will take 1 second.
Okay.
Sir, totem is like the things which are not very scientific, but people used to believe on the certain aspects. So these are normally totem. For example, if a cat crosses the road, and then the people think that no, this is not a good thing to go ahead, and so this is an example of totem.
People came at first in Jharkhand region.
Yes, sir. It is a Sura tribe.
Asur.
Yes, sir.
And they belong to which race?
Maybe Proto-Australide.
Okay.
One more question from my side.
Yes.
When you started Vipassana?
So Vipassana I started in 2017.
2007.
17.
17.
Yes, sir.
Because you are spiritual?
Spiritual. This is not kind of a religious thing or a spiritual thing. This is the thing which helps a person in recognizing himself. So it is a kind of meditation only, and not connected with any religion or any kind of god.
Meditation, how it helps human being?
So meditation helps a person in having a presence, in having calmness, and having I think in a in serving for serving in services, a person needs to be very calm and patient, as he has to deal with various uh, challenges and problems. So these things I think will help me being a good civil servant.
Very good. What is your aim of life?
Aim of life. Sir, I would like to say that in a short term, uh, as I am seeing from here since in 2022, I would say that for the next 5 years, being in civil servant, being a good and responsible civil servant, this is a short term goal. And if I see as the last, as the major objective of my life, then have a good good public figure, kind of public figure, have a respectable image of myself in this society, and at the end of my life, I satisfied that yes, I have done my responsibility being a such citizen. This is what I think.
Did you have any remorse in your life?
Remorse. Remorse in the sense
Any guilt?
guilt.
That
No,
you have
sir.
done, you have not done this thing in your life. अगर ये होता तो ये कर लिया होता.
No, thank you. I am a very satisfied person. I think I have not any guilt things.
What if you failed after this attempt?
Yes, sir. I will learn from this experience. I will try my best in the next attempt.
Very
Hello, Jay.
Yes, sir.
And just put some questions here. How is physical division of Jharkhand?
Physical division of Jharkhand.
Explain.
Yes, sir. So the region of Jharkhand. Are you asking about the Pramandal level?
No, physical division, like mountain,
Okay, okay. Okay.
rivers and this.
Yes, sir. So the region have been divided into the uh, western part, western plateau, Then the southern part, which consists of West Singhbhum, the East Singhbhum and Saraikela Kharsava region. Then there is a Santhal Pargana region, which is known as physically division known as Rajmahal Hills. Then there is a rift valley, rift kind of structure from which Damodar and Baraka rivers flows. And the central part includes the district of Hazaribagh, Ranchi, which has comparatively higher elevation.
And what is the difference, physical map and political map?
So in physical map, uh, there is a presence of rivers, the mountains. There is elevation. It is basically the cartographic replication of the territory or the region. On the other hand, political map is based on the political division of the territory and the states.
And problem is disaster management.
Yes.
Is a management of a disaster. Explain.
Yes, sir. Disaster is in itself is very tragic. So it involves the life of, it takes the life of people, the properties. So managing this kind of disaster, these kind of things is itself a disaster management.
And management is a disaster or not?
Management is a disaster. Okay, so are you asking about the reverse kind of thing? Yes, sir. In some kind of what I infer from you, uh, there are certain circumstances where the management of disaster has been failed. So in that circumstances, I would say that yes, management is itself is a disaster, is in itself disaster.
You know about Chora Chora incident?
Yes, sir.
What was the main reason for Chora Chora incidents?
Sorry, sir, I do not recall at this point of time what is the main reason, but I know the incident and replications.
You know about Jamindari system, Kastkari system, Mahalwadi system?
Yes,
Explain. Jamindari system.
sir. Jamindari system was also known as the permanent settlement. Yes, and in this was imposed by the uh, British Governor General, and it was hereditary. Okay, so it was hereditary, and the highest bidder who bids for the highest money. Uh, Sorry, sir, I'm diverting myself. This is not the Jamindari system. There are three systems: Jamindari, Mahalwari, and Rayatwari system. So in the Jamindari system, it was hereditary, and the 10th by 11th of the collection amount went to the British revenue, and 1 by 11th was kept for the Jamindars. It was hereditary and passed from one generation to the next generation. And the Mahalwari system, this system was imposed in the region northwest of India, such as Punjab and western UP. So in this system, various villages were grouped into Mahal, and there was a person who was elected as the representative, and he had the responsibility to collect the taxes and then give back to the British. And the Rayatwari system, this is the system which was imposed in the southern part of India, in the Karnataka and including some other parts. So in this system, Britishers were the direct collectors, and the Britishers used to issue patta for the kind of taxation and kind of lease thing.
And sunset rule?
Sunset, yes, sir. Sunset rule was part of the permanent settlement, where on a certain fixed date, Jamindar has to pay the amount before the sunset, else he was to be evicted from the Jamindari rights.
So why I should choose you as an officer?
Yes, sir. I think there are various qualities. Like I have the leadership qualities, I have the patience, I have the calmness, and most important thing I think is I'm dedicated and responsible person, and I come from a 21st generation, having the fresh mind and having a lot of potential to contribute in the governance at the grassroots level.
Okay. Thank you.
One more question from my side. What is gross national debt as percentage of GDP?
Are you asking about the figure?
Figure, yes.
Yes, sir, it is 90%.
90%. Is it concern for India?
Yes, sir, definitely.
How?
So, it is the potential of a country to, it measures the potential of the country to repay back the loan or the debt. So, if there is a rise in the debt level, it is obviously concern for a nation.
So, what do you think? Government is not thinking like you? Why they are taking debt?
Sir, debt, I think there are various purposes for taking debt. Okay, so if a country takes the loan or the debt and invest into the capital formation, then it is good. In future, it will repay back. But if the country is taking the loan and utilizing it in other services which are not profitable.
Okay, so right now we are not spending on capital expenditure?
No, sir, we are doing that, but I
So
think
how it is concerned?
yes, sir, I think this is the excess expenditure which was part of the COVID-19, which forced the government to spend in the health infrastructure and various transfer payment.
Okay, very good. Yes sir, feedback दीजिए बच्चे को.
Very good.
Asset creation होता है actually का समझे. Asset creation हो रहा है ना, तो government has taken the risk. You need to defend government. Gross national GDP. Concern तो है, लेकिन ये कहेंगे इसको justify करें. Yes sir, it is a concern, but we are spending on capital expenditure. We
Yes,
have population, we have skills. After COVID, we are doing so many of things. है ना?
Yes, sir.
More investments are coming in India. So इस तरह से defend करें. In long term, we will achieve this. We will pay back that. India will become a 5 trillion economy, है ना?
Yes, sir. By 25.
फिर तुमसे पूछेगा 5 trillion economy, तो बताना, है ना?
थोड़ा कल्चर पे काम कर लीजिए,
Yes.
है ना, क्योंकि कल्चर तो पूछेगा, है ना. जैसे अभी हम बोले गोत्र,
Total.
है ना, टू टर्म, ये सब कर लीजिएगा, ठीक है ना.
झारखंड का तुमसे सवाल कौन कर सकता है?
एकदम एकदम
स्मार्ट लगता है ना? तुमसे इधर उधर अगर तुम जवाब दे रहे हो और सोच समझ के जवाब दे रहे हो, तो वो तुमसे फिर झारखंड का सवाल पूछेगा, तो थोड़ा सा देख लेना.
नहीं, कल्चर तो जानना ही जानना है ना. बाकी ठीक है, ओवरऑल बहुत अच्छा है.
हमें लगता है विपासना से और भी बहुत सवाल हो सकते हैं.
इसके लिए yes, sir.
विपासना से, क्योंकि ये हॉबी जो है ये थोड़ा सा
थोड़ा अननोन थिंग है, तो मे बी क्यूरियस हो.
हॉबी क्या है इनका?
विपासना एंड प्लेइंग क्रिकेट.
अच्छा, तो हाँ, तो उससे तो सवाल होगा.
और देखो ड्रीम 11 वाला गैम्बलिंग वाला इश्यूज क्लियर करो उसको, है ना? क्रिकेटर्स आर प्रमोटिंग
रसिया यूक्रेन, नेपाल क्राइसिस, श्रीलंकन क्राइसिस.
Yes, sir.
क्वेश्चंस तो बहुत हो सकते हैं, सब्जेक्टिव आ रहे हैं, है ना? लेकिन अब आपका देखो ये है कि कम से कम थोड़ा सा पहले से बढ़िया आप बोल रहे हैं, कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ा है आप, है ना?
नहीं, लेकिन एक प्रॉब्लम हुआ है इनका, शुरू में फास्ट थे, एक लाउड था, धीरे धीरे
ये इसको हम लोग शुरू से बोल रहे हैं थोड़ा स्पीक लाउडली, लेकिन इसका
शुरू में ठीक था,
विपासना ये ज़्यादा करता है लगता है.
धीरे 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 धीरे
तो थोड़ा सा अब बहुत ज़्यादा तो चेंज इसमें नहीं कर पाओगे, मुझे पता है, जो आदमी का स्वभाव होता है, लेकिन थोड़ा सा कोशिश करना। वहाँ तो खैर शांत सब कुछ रहेगा, वॉइस तो तुम्हारा।
नहीं सर, दिल्ली में रह करके वहीं पढ़ाई करते हैं अभी फिलहाल। यस।
बहुत